Hello and welcome to Cutting to the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse presents Weird News.
Me.
I'm Ben. As always, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Hello.
This is our sister show to Cutting to the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, where we delve into the world of the weird that we found on the World Wide Web this week.
I love that. It's so easy to not say that correctly, but you get it every time.
Yeah.
I would never be able to say that. It's all those fucking W's. I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
I'm feeling particularly articulate today. I've been at work, been on a training course, I've been sat around most of the afternoon.
Lucky bugger.
Yeah.
I've got one in a couple of weeks.
It was beautiful. Did a forklift test, sat there for the rest of the afternoon. That was it.
Yeah, I've got my reach and my counterbalance at once. That'll be fun.
Right, let's move on from our tales of the working week. Prominent evangelist warns that Bud Light has triggered the end times.
Oh my fucking god.
Really?
Oh
Are you familiar
I
with
probably just did it myself. I like blasphemed and swore in one.
Are you familiar with the Bud Light scandal that happened over Pride Month?
Nope.
No.
Basically, if you scroll back up a second, Mike, we can have a look at the picture. That was a Bud Light bottle.
Is that what they did with
Oh,
their
the old
bottle?
rainbow bottle.
Yeah, and they also did their cans had all the pronouns on.
Okay, him, her, she,
Him,
they.
they, I don't know. I'm not going to go into that. I don't know how many there is anymore. I don't know how many there is anymore.
Yeah,
it used to be really easy when I was younger. There was two.
Yeah.
Now there isn't. There's a lot more.
Hasn't this hurt their sales?
It has hurt their sales. A lot of people boycotted it. What the popular saying in America right now? Go woke, go broke.
What was it?
Yeah. A lot of it's the culture war.
What
at
does
the
it
end of the
mean
day.
though?
Woke.
Yeah, I know what woke means, but how are you going broke?
Well, you're jumping on the bandwagon, clearly,
Yeah.
aren't they? So it's like, come on, why are you rebrand? Just fucking be who you are. I think it's almost like that, isn't it? I think more than anything, it's like, come on.
Well, obviously this is a very thorny issue.
Yeah.
From what I can gather via the internet and reading comments, is a lot of people don't really have a problem with a lot of this new stuff going on. Trans rights and things like that, gender issues. They just don't really want it thrown at them in a bid to make it so it's all more palatable. In a way, it's like, stop throwing it at us, we'll get there in our own time. I mean, look how long it took homosexuality to become accepted.
Well, it used to be illegal, hadn't it?
That's it.
Yeah.
And it's only really when did gay marriage come in this country? The late 90s?
Yeah.
No, the Tories did it.
The Tories did it.
2010, wasn't it?
2010, alright, so that's actually quite recent.
Yeah. It's actually David Cameron, believe it or not.
Wow. I don't know, people seem to have a problem with it being shoved down their throats. Personally, live your life how you fucking want to. I'm not really that interested anyway.
Just don't hurt other people.
That's it, don't be a dick.
So you wouldn't drink?
I'll drink a Bud Light, I'm not bothered.
Rainbow Bud
Don't
Light.
bother me
Yeah.
now.
I've never drank a Bud Light in my life, mind.
No.
So didn't they sell it over here that much?
Oh, yeah, they do.
They send the bottles, I've never seen it in a pub.
No, it's not even on draft or anything, is it?
No.
I have the light version when you can have the normal Bud. That's just me.
Is it just light on calories? It's not
I
light
be-
on alcohol, is
I
it?
believe it's light on calories and possibly a little bit weaker. But then again, Bud's gone down in this country anyway. It's like 4.5 now, I think.
Don't, because it used to be 5.
I'd say you used to love a Bud, didn't you, Pete?
Bud's always been my favourite lager.
And me. Lovely.
Oh, sorry, American beer.
Well,
It's not lager, is it?
it sounds like the basis for a bad fantasy novel. An aluminium chalice decorated with the colours of the visible light spectrum is being used by the evil king to trigger a chain of events that will lead to the end of the known universe as described in an ancient mystical text. But it's real.
So that's the aim. Is that like basically?
No, this is like comparing it to something from D&D. It's like the basis for a bad fantasy novel.
Right.
But Stephen E. Strang, an influential evangelical leader and author of the book God and Donald Trump,
Okay.
who says Target, Coles and Bud Light are part of a satanic plot that will usher in the end times as prophesied in the Bible.
So I'm kind of looking forward to it in a way, because I think if it happens, it'd be quite exciting.
Oh, you wouldn't have to go to work.
Exactly.
You'd have to fight demons on Earth for 7 years.
Fuck. I'll fight some demons.
Oh, no one's fighting the
Bring 'em
demons.
on.
You're going to join Jesus' side, aren't
Yeah,
you?
fight the demons.
Yeah, yeah.
Bring it on, man.
Unless you want to join the demons and fight Jesus,
Angels.
that's your choice. But
I think you're pretty
Considering
good if
that
you're joining
Jesus-
the forces of hell, because it's clearly prophesied that heaven's going to win.
yeah, that's it.
I do
they're
like to
gonna win.
think I'm a good person.
I'm having
So I like to think I would be on the side of the right.
What are you
You're
going to
going to
do,
abstain, Claire.
I'm just gonna go, I don't believe in this shit.
Yeah, but literally Jesus is riding a horse on the sky.
There's demons in front of your face, and
That's what I'm
Jesus is
saying.
riding from the sky on a horse with a flaming sword at this point.
we obviously don't believe this is going to happen, but we're projecting if it did
If
happen.
it did, yeah, I'll go shut the curtains and watch TV.
There's no TV anymore.
What?
It's the end of days, dude.
Everything doesn't just stop.
You're going to shut your curtains, you go, army of demons led by Satan himself, Jesus with a flaming sword on a
I'm
flying
gonna watch
horse.
Friends.
Oh, you're going to watch Friends? Exactly. Come on.
Gold.
What was that
just
film?
Reruns, isn't it?
What was that film that we did?
Oh, that
Another one you're on
that
about.
funny
This
one.
is the end.
This is the end.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
It's exactly
man.
that.
Well, don't look up. Or look up.
No, that isn't the.
No, and this is the end. It was an Armageddon film with
That with Jonah.
Jonah
Yeah.
Hill and Danny Dyer. Not Danny Dyer.
Danny Dyer.
Danny McBride. Danny McBride.
Danny
Dyer.
fucking died.
Danny
The
fucking
fucking
died,
end
yeah.
of the world, you can't.
You know what, man? You should have been in that. Now, in this essay, Strang calls for holy warriors to prepare for spiritual conflict by training like Navy SEALs. To bolster his argument, the end is nigh. He cites his good friend Jim Backer, also a rapist, a criminal, fraudster, and felon. Yeah. My good friend Jim Backer, he's also a fellow evangelical preacher on the telly, by the way.
Of course he
Jim
is.
Backer, I heard Chewbacca.
If Chewbacca was an TV evangelical, I might listen more.
I'm going to quote my good friend Chewbacca.
Shit.
Now Jim, good old Jim, he has studied the book of Revelation extensively and has provided great warnings about what is heading our way in his book, You Can Make It. He says Christians should stand up against the things of the world rather than conforming to them. To quote, the key to our survival is threefold. Remain in Christ, keep his commandments, and remain in his body, the church. Escape is not an option, endurance is our goal.
I'm confused.
Basically, he'd argue that he's calling for some kind of Christian revolution.
But what?
Although he's saying this stuff, this, because obviously he's not for equal gender rights. You know, this is the devil to him.
Yeah.
This is we're welcoming the devil into our lives. Therefore, people are going to start worshipping. Therefore, the end times.
So he wants all of his priests essentially to
His fellow Christians.
his fellow Christians to start training like Navy SEAls.
Gravy seals.
If that. So my point is, right, the average evangelical Christian, I bet, is not some muscle-bound fucking hard-nut warrior who's going to look into the face of demons and go, "Ugh!" They're more than likely going to be like, I don't know, I'm just picturing a bunch of church-going
Shitting themselves.
people that I see at church. I don't see them fighting a battle against evil. Like real evil.
I presume they're going to be training their kids to do it.
Are they going to take over UFC? See, I'm thinking UFC fighters should be training to
There's probably
fight
some-
against the devil.
There's probably some evangelicals who are UFC fighters.
Maybe one or two.
I
Probably not.
don't know the percent. I don't know the religious makeup of the UFC.
Yeah, probably not many. I'm guessing by being an evangelical Christian, they're probably not that into UFC.
Oh, I bet. Well, I'm into a lot of things, Pete. Child molestation.
Yeah, but not like having even matched fights man to man.
I don't know.
They're more like you say, molesting a child and shit like that, aren't they?
There may be some. I don't know. Either way, this dude's clearly an idiot.
Definitely. What a dick.
Which is going to come first? The alien war, climate change getting us, or the end times?
I don't know. Maybe, what if it happened
Bets
all
now.
at once?
Oh, I'm taking Alien War.
I'm going with Alien War too. Or alien, like, abduction type.
Full disclosure.
I'd
No,
rather
they're like taking us and using us as slaves or whatever.
sex slaves or
No.
that's alright.
I don't
Gold
know.
mine slaves.
I don't know.
Well, either way, I'm not. I don't think that Bud Light is going to bring about the apocalypse. I'm sure Satan's got better things to do.
Yeah.
Moving on. Italy offers Colosseum for Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg cage fight.
It's not gonna happen.
I'll watch it.
It is not gonna happen. Come on.
Who said this? How?
They both offered each other out apparently on a bit of. I think it was more kind of joking than anything else, but who knows?
Oh, do you know what they should do? Make a. Oh, what's that? Death match?
Oh, the claymation one.
Yeah.
Celebrity deathmatch.
Why don't they just do that?
I'd rather watch them do it in person.
I used to love that program.
Yeah, but they look like a
Celebrity
bunch of.
Deathmatch.
They look like a bunch of wetters, don't they? So.
I reckon Elon will take him. He's got that look about him, whereas
Yeah.
Zuckerberg it just looks like Fraggle.
Zuckerberg apparently is quite a skilled martial artist.
He probably is, but he looks like Kermit the Frog.
Musk has got the height and weight advantage.
He has. He's also going to be trained by George St. Pierre, who's one of the greatest ever MMA fighters.
And he's got beady eyes. He's
What's that got
dodgy.
to do with it?
Never trust a man with beady eyes.
So was Zuckerberg.
Nah. No, he's not got tiny little...
Oh no, he's got massive piercing eyes.
He
Hasn't he?
just looks like a couple of... Elon Musk's face looks like a sausage with a couple of fucking piss holes in the snow for eyes. That's about it, really. He has no features, he has nothing. He's just... Do you know, I don't know, I've always thought that about him. He's very featureless, Musk.
He
He
looks
speaks very highly of you.
He looks a bit monky, doesn't he?
I don't know, he's just... I don't know, there's something about him.
Well,
He's fucking clever.
he's going to fight Zuckerberg anyway.
I
That's
hope
the
he
main
does.
I don't think
So
he's
I want-
that clever. He's fucking ruined Twitter.
Well, jury's still out on that. He hasn't long had it, has he?
I've never used it, so couldn't comment on that.
Everyone does think that Musk is some kind of Tony Stark,
Or retweet.
and he isn't a Tony Stark. He's some guy that's invested money in various companies.
Yeah.
He's a bit autistic, isn't he?
Yeah. He's definitely on the spectrum. You know, Tesla. He didn't invent Teslas. He's not building rockets for SpaceX.
He just put money into it.
But he's put money into them, and he's made them reasonably successful. You know, his work ethic is there, because if it wasn't, he wouldn't be a billionaire. You know, there's talk when he was at Tesla was off the ground, he was doing 16-hour days and sleeping in his office 7 days a week.
What did he add to that then?
I don't know, it
Business
must
acumen.
just the way of running it, who to market it at, trying to think of working with the engineers, even though they all reckon he had stupid ideas. A stupid idea can be as good as can be inspiration sometimes, who knows. But he's not some Tony Stark, is what I'm trying to say.
Bit of luck as well in that,
Yeah,
don't forget.
right time, right place, which is
Yeah.
your business acumen, because he started making luxury electric cars when no one else was.
Yeah, he saw the gap, didn't he?
Yeah. Carry on, Mike, sorry.
Yeah, apparently the fight's gained momentum and the support of the UFC boss Dana White.
Of course, he's fucking looking at it going cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Dollar signs in his fucking eyes.
An Italian Minister of Culture has reportedly reached out to Zuckerberg and offered up the 2,000-year-old venue as a battleground for the fight.
What a fucking awesome
It
place.
would.
So
Yeah. If you're gonna fight someone to the
do it in the
death,
Colosseum.
you want to be in the Colosseum, don't you?
I don't think they're going to fight to the death.
If you want to have a one-on-one fight, maybe to the death, because anything can happen, Pete.
I hope
would be
it's to the
funny.
death. I hope it's to the
It would be
death.
funny, wouldn't
Because
it?
you know, it could be like that $1 Million Baby where Zuckerberg gets punched and falls on his stool, breaks his neck.
I would hope they wouldn't have a stool in the ring.
Well, you know, it was a late shot, wasn't it?
yeah, it was. That was funny, that was.
But what, some woman get her neck broke?
Just the episode in general. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That was, yes, but in the space of the film called $1 Million Baby.
Is that what happens in that film?
Yes,
is it?
I believe
Never watched it.
Clint Eastwood directed that. I think he's in it.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah. He trains his female boxer.
Yeah, I'm
good film.
familiar with the film, just never watched
Very
it.
sad ending.
Obviously, I guess now because I know what happens.
Sorry, Pete. Sorry, listener. Spoiler alert. Maybe that's what that beeping was earlier.
That was the spoiler alert.
Still, I think it's pretty fucking ninja and metal that the Colosseum.
All I'm going to say is, bring it on!
Let's get it on!
I want to be there dressed as an emperor, watching it.
They're not going to let people stand on the sides, are they? It's an
No, it'll all be
building.
televised, won't it? You can't. There's no seats left.
It's not going to happen, and it certainly isn't going to happen in a 2,000-year-old
They
Colosseum.
got trainers and everything. It's going ahead.
People have offered them training. I don't think they've got trainers.
Sorry,
That's how I'm reading
George
that.
St. Pierre has said he's going to train him.
That's what I mean. George St. Pierre said, I'll train you. Doesn't mean he's training him.
Well, Musk would be a fool if he didn't accept that offer.
Obviously, George St. Pierre says, I'm going to train you. You say, yes please, thank you very much. I'm going to be one of the baddest motherfuckers in the world. Because he was one of the baddest motherfuckers in the world in his peak, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. Even when he came back briefly, his knees were gone. He was still good then, but then he just couldn't do it anymore. Next one, then moving on.
Blind man kicked out of gym for staring at a woman. Oh no. So a 21-year-old had recalled the mortifying time he was kicked out of a gym for creepily staring at a woman despite being blind. Toby Addison, a psychological and counselling student who frequently posts on TikTok, appeared on the Happy Hour podcast earlier this month. He explained the incident when he was working out, minding his own business, when he heard a woman saying, "Ooh, do you like the view?"
I don't think he's saying it like that.
Do you like the view?
Probably something like that.
Oh! Do you like the view? Oh! More like that.
Really?
Not in that voice though.
No. Maybe more feminine.
Obviously, I don't really know what I'm looking at the time. Toby shared on the podcast episode. I was just staring right ahead, and unfortunately, there was a young woman doing some exercises.
Oh, fuck.
Toby said he initially didn't know she was speaking to him, and he didn't think he was doing anything wrong. However, the woman repeatedly asked, "Why do you keep on staring at me? Stop! Don't be creepy," she said. He told her, "I'm blind," and she wasn't having any of it.
Oh, she's digging the hole deeper.
She allegedly went to tell Toby to shut up before having the gym manager remove him from the
Oh,
facility.
no.
Oh, fucking hell.
Surely he's got a stick, no? Anyway, the podcast, the viewers flooded the clip with praise for the content of the creator, with one writing, "Really inspirational guy."
I think he's blagging it, to be honest.
Do
Do you?
Yeah? I don't reckon he's blind at all. I reckon it's his little fucking blag, innit? How can
Despite his TikTok is at blind toes.
How can you prove you're not blind? How can anybody tell you?
You take him into a room they've never been in before, wait till he hit a wall, that's how you
No,
usually
but
do it.
how can anybody tell you?
What you do is you get a sledgehammer or
You
something,
can
just
see.
swing it at their face, and if they don't move, they're...
Yeah, but as a doctor,
blind.
that's not on the list of how to test whether somebody's blind.
In all fairness, Mike, it isn't.
No, what you do is you shine a light in their eye, don't you? And you see the pupils respond and things, don't you?
Yeah.
But if that person still says, "But I can't see anything. I can't see,"
He can't fake his pupils, can he?
I don't know. I was just
I
joking.
don't know, I'm
to be
guessing
honest.
that's how they do it.
I was joking, to be in all fairness. But either way, she's definitely called Karen.
Yeah.
I want to know what hospital Mike's going to.
Yeah. How are you today, Mike? Here's a sledgehammer. Hold on, let me take out my 10 million candle-powered torch.
There you go. Oh, you should see.
Clean bill of health. And his reactions are fine.
Claire, Claire, you've probably been aware of some ogling at some point in your direction. Do you think this is a problem? I'm sure you have. Apparently this is a big thing now, women getting stared at in gyms, and we all have a little look, admittedly. We're only men, we're only human. There's having the odd sly glance, and there's doing it creepily, isn't there?
Oh yeah, don't be creepy about it.
Blind?
I know. Yeah.
As you say, I'm trying to say, is this a problem for women? A massive problem, or is it just a few cases that are getting blown out because it's
because
I think it's more of a problem. I do actually.
No, I agree with you. There is an issue with blokes ogling girls. It is getting creepier and creepier.
I think it's always been creepy, but
No, the problem is now
it was more acceptable.
I don't. It's hard to explain.
Hey, go back 40 years, you can slap your secretary's ass.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. It's always been creepy, but my point is, women are dressing with a lot less.
Yeah, but then you can't blame them for that because they should be able to dress and they want to dress.
No,
Yeah, it's-
100%.
I know,
But men
I know
are
where
gonna
you're coming
fucking
from.
look. If there's a
People
woman
think
walking
look.
down the street and she's basically naked, but with fucking coloured wrappings around her skin, because that's all it is nowadays with these gym clothes. There's no baggy nothing. There's no surprise.
Well, that's what they're looking at. They've got the
And that's what-
phones out. They're recording the buns and they're moving.
I don't know, but I don't know about that. All I'm
No.
saying is, blokes are going to look because men are attracted to women, generally, the opposite sex or whoever they're attracted to.
Yeah.
Trying to be all PC and that.
Why change?
So if you are gonna walk around very very scantily clad, men are gonna look at you.
You're going to get some attention.
There's no two ways about it.
I suppose it's just a difference between, there's the staring.
Yeah, standing there drooling.
This guy, I mean, asked him to stop staring, and he carried on. Obviously, he's blind, so he didn't know what he was doing.
In these circumstances, yeah, poor bugger, Karen. But in real time circumstances that are all happening all the time, then blokes
What
don't
if-
be fucking pervy.
I want to know where his stick is. Stick to that.
Probably down his trousers.
Well, should we move on?
Oh, goody. Toxic waste may be leaking into the UNESCO World Heritage Site, say campaign.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very local news.
The Ironbridge.
Yeah.
We have a place in Telford called the Ironbridge Gorge. It is the beginnings of the Industrial Revolution that got us to where we are today, and it's the world's first bridge made out of iron. It is a World Heritage Site. It is a place of natural beauty.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, a lot of these people will have probably heard about Ironbridge
Well,
because it really genuinely is world famous.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
My friend's girlfriend from El Salvador, she was so pleased when she found out she was coming here to visit me because she was going to be close to the Ironbridge, so we went and made a day of it. She loved it, but yeah. And that's El Salvador.
We well
And
take
she
it for
knew of
granted,
it.
don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's very famous.
Well, it's apparently, Pete, a contaminated liquid may be spilling from a landfill into the Ironbridge Gorge, and a place of World Heritage.
Oh, where's this landfill then?
An old landfill in the West Midlands thought to contain toxic waste may be leaking into the Ironbridge Gorge, local Green Party members have said. Stony Hill is in the southeast of Telford, Shropshire, above the Ironbridge Gorge. Campaigners believe hazardous waste was dumped there carelessly by the now defunct chemical manufacturer Monsanto.
We've heard about them before, haven't we?
We have.
Farmers, yeah.
With that farmer crisis we did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are also concerns about its contents leaking into the environment, as well as the proximity of a new housing estate being built nearby.
Which is where the old power station was. That's the new house estate they're probably talking about, isn't it?
I think we're talking slightly further up the hill.
I know, like Horsey Way.
If we go on about local places, and for our benefit, I think it's the new Lightmoor Estates.
Horsey Golf Course, Lightmoor, Way,
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
there?
not Stony Hill, is it?
It sits on top of the Ironbridge Gorge, that does. It's only down the hill from there.
So all them chemicals can just leak down into the river. Lovely.
I suppose it really is actually, isn't it?
Yeah. Monsanto has racked up billions in liability for pollution in the US, but has never paid out any compensation in the UK, despite records showing it produced tens of thousands of tonnes of chemical waste, which were then dumped in unregulated landfills across England and Wales.
Shocking.
Environmental Agency data shows Stony Hill received unspecified industrial, commercial, household and special, meaning hazardous waste, as well as a liquid sludge between February 1985 and March 1991.
Who the
What the fuck?
I know, who thought that was a fucking good idea? I don't even know what's in it. Unspecified.
I hope people that were in charge of making decisions to allow this to happen are still around.
They'll be retired.
I
No one will
give a
be,
fuck,
no one will
but
be
I hope
held
that-
accountable.
Telford
company
Beacon
doesn't
Council has
exist
said
now.
about this, by the way.
What they said.
Said chemical waste had come from Monsanto, but the EA records showed it to be non-toxic. The Telford Beacon Council says it's non-toxic.
But it's still chemical waste.
I obviously can't give a comment on that if I want to succeed politically. Obviously, I'd rather there wasn't toxic waste leaking.
I hope you're
into
going to
it.
raise it in the next council meeting.
I certainly will push that, and I shall ask about it.
It's fucking... Oh.
That's disgusting,
Yep.
isn't it?
Right on our doorstep.
What are we doing, eh?
We're fucking up the planet.
Yep.
It's the thing we're finding out now about shit we did 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, now, we would question those decisions now.
Well, we're still doing it now. We're pumping shit into our
I
rivers
know,
now
yeah,
as we
I know,
speak.
I know.
Illegally. Polluting our air, polluting our water, polluting our food. It's not the acts of a sane society, is it?
It's almost like we want to kill ourselves off, isn't it? If the AI doesn't beat us to it.
That's another one, isn't it?
Yeah. Could
The
be
AI,
ten-
the aliens.
Yeah, they got the AI, the aliens. Let's include a pandemic in there too. Fuck it.
Oh, another local one.
Yeah.
It's very local news for local people.
Local weird news today. Sorry, like 95%, 99% of our listeners, but
Yeah.
we're all from Telford, so fuck you all.
Telford police station evacuated after Second World War grenade handed in.
No way.
I know.
Let's just
That's
also just
funny.
take Pete's comment back.
Oh, no,
That fucking
I don't
wall, we
mean
really
like,
love you.
I
Keep
don't
listening.
mean fuck you all like that in a nice way, in a sexual way maybe.
In a tweet published at 3:55 p.m, West Mercia Police said as a precaution, Mallinsgate Police Station Telford has been evacuated and a 50-metre cordon put in place around the building after a World War II hand grenade was handed in to the front counter earlier this afternoon.
Can't even get into
Fuck,
Asda,
man.
look there. You can see the police blocked it off.
Yeah.
It's a fucking grenade, not a fucking.
They got to better to be safe than sorry, innit? But who the
I know,
fuck is
but-
handing in a fucking...
No, only got
Look what I found, you motherfucker!
Either way,
a
like
5 metre proximity.
as I
isn't it?
say, the blast radius of a World War II grenade.
3 metre.
You're probably talking lethal at 5, lethal within
A couple of metres.
3 to 5, and
But making the cordon as big as they did, I think, is slightly excessive.
You got flying debris, haven't you, I guess?
yeah, not that much
Not
though.
much from an
Plus the
old.
windows out,
Surely
glass
they could have took
flying,
it to,
you know,
like, you know, took it onto that fucking car park out the back that's not being used for donkeys.
I understand.
You got to walk the live grenade out, or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else.
I understand
The
why
guy
they
that brought it in,
called
do you
it.
just want to follow me into the middle of this car park, please, sir?
Stay 50 years back though, eh?
You just walk towards the car.
I'm just gonna grab. Hold on. Where's that riot shield? Where's that riot shield? Pass it here. Yeah, I'll follow behind you, mate.
Well, he was already holding it, or she, whoever handed it in.
Luckily, it wasn't a live grenade. Experts from explosive ordnance assessed the grenade and found it was decommissioned and therefore safe.
That is hilarious.
But
Did you get it back?
So my old man's got a decommissioned grenade.
You just take it to the police station.
I said just for shits and giggles. That would be so funny.
happens again.
But it's like,
Week later.
it's like, I'm not giving you this. I just need you to test it. I'm not sure whether it's live or not. What? Ah!
What we should do, we should buy loads of them off eBay and just every week go in.
It's like a different one of us. Should go, like, you know, fucking, what are they called? Those fucking, those bloody protesters, the oil what are they called?
Stop the
Stop oil.
Is that what they,
Stop the oil,
is
yeah.
that what they call them?
I think so.
Whatever. I'm sure they had a different name than that.
Are you suggesting when they're all glued to the road you want to put the grenade down? Barney?
You want about Extinction Rebellion?
Extinction Rebellion. Yeah, so Extinction Rebellion and these Stop the Oil protesters. This is how you do protests, man. Just, if you want to cause havoc, just hand in an old grenade that is non-live, but...
Not that easy to come hold of, though, are they?
No, but you know what I mean? I just think it's funny, that. The amount of mayhem that
I don't know about
caused.
you, but if I found one of these things, you wouldn't fucking touch it, would you? You immediately phone the police, and then the police would come to you.
This is
Don't
what I
take
wanna
the
know.
grenade to the police.
This is what I want to know, is who, what, how...
We don't know.
If
Hasn't
they've
been
not
disclosed,
mentioned
but
any of that.
no.
It's like, because I could take it in but I know where it's from. So have they found it? Have they dug it up and gone, oh, do you know, like you were saying, like, have they found it
Metal
somewhere,
detector
picked
guy?
it up
Could
and
be.
gone, oh, I'll take this to the police
But
station?
like you said, you would call them to the grenade.
Fucking right! You'd run! Yeah. You'd be fucking like, oh shit!
Just in case it was live. I mean, you're walking around with a live grenade that could go off at any moment.
It's
Just throw it in the boot of your car.
An old 80-year-old
To take it to the police station.
Yeah.
Car just goes.
I'd be putting it in a baby seat with a sneak belt across it.
Wrapped in cotton wool and fucking bubble wrap.
Could have been somebody that was cleaning out an old person's house that had died or something, do you know what I mean?
That
Someone
sounds-
sitting and says, oh,
That sounds more likely, I guess.
Metal detector, I'm guessing, something like that.
See, if it was a metal detector, whoever took it in,
Nah, because
dude, you need your fucking head tested.
Yeah.
If it was someone clearing out an old boy's house that's passed away,
sure
and they
you've
found that up in the attic or something,
Again, you wouldn't touch it.
Does it say?
No, it doesn't say, sadly.
No,
No, they haven't disclosed it. But that caused a bit of
when was this?
havoc.
Bit of hoo-ha?
When did this
That
happen?
was a couple of weeks ago now.
Okay. I hadn't even heard about that. Surprised I hadn't
I
heard
knew
about
about
that.
that, I hadn't told you.
Moving on, finally.
So, dingo bites sunbathing tourists on the bum. Now, obviously, I don't know whether you're all aware, but a dingo is an Australian native dog. Basically, they're wild dogs.
they'll eat a baby.
They've been known to.
They have?
Genuinely have been known to. They're like a dangerous fox.
Like a coyote.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, so you Americans, it's a coyote. Yeah, so footage shows, so there is footage of this. The moment a French woman was attacked by a dingo at the beach in Australia. The tourists were sunbathing, all chilled out, mind their own business, in Kagari Island, known as Fraser Island.
When she was bitten.
Yeah, she was bitten on the bum. So according to Queensland Department of Environment and Science, there was another incident involving a dingo and a 10-year-old boy earlier in June. So
Oh god, the dingo didn't molest him.
So the child was grabbed on the shoulder and dragged underwater in front of camping area in the west coast of the island. He suffered puncture wounds to his shoulder and arms and scratches and bruises on the collarbone and arm, according to the press release. Bloody hell. So that was quite an horrific fucking attack on the 10-year-old then.
That shows you how brazen these dingoes are. They go over it. I mean, a 10-year-old boy is compared to the size of a dingo, is
Twice the size of
yeah.
it, still, isn't it?
You want to see?
Dingo watch, don't they?
You want to see the dingo bite on the bum?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was quite funny
Yeah.
and tragic at the same time.
Just watched the video. Yeah, literally walks along. This guy's filming these couple of dingoes walking through the beach. Obviously, it's their land, isn't it? They're just doing their own thing. One sniffs a woman's bottom, and then she gets up, tries to move a bit too quick, and he snaps her bum. Doesn't say what damage was done to her as such, though, does it?
I don't think much, but
It was
just a bit of a shock,
little
really.
nip.
Yeah.
Something great to film. Like it's like, oh, I caught that on video. Bloody hell, what's the chances?
Right.
Poor thing.
Well, on that bombshell, on that bumshell.
Yeah.
I've been Ben. Thank you very much for listening. You can follow us on Facebook at Cutting to the Bud and the Post-Truth Apocalypse. You can follow us on SoundCloud at Cutting to the Bud and the PTA. That's on most other podcasting platforms as well. And you can follow us on YouTube at Apocalypse Bull. Thanks for listening. And you know, Bud Light, it's the harbinger of the apocalypse.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
And I've been Claire.
Oh, I've been Pete. Yeah, Telford. Be aware, man. There's grenades all over the place and all sorts of shit.
Clearly there is.